Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my NHL 20 franchise mode here in Columbus, Ohio. In the previous episode, we finished up the 2039 off-season, and you know what? Last episode wasn't the most productive episode, but we talked things out about the future, about the present, and about... I already said the future. Well, we're off to such a great start to this episode, but in this episode, I plan on simming a bit. We're getting things done. And you know what? I was debating on showing you the lines last episode, but it's already too late. I already posted the video. So, thank you for continuing watching this series. If you're still here, I appreciate it. I don't know why you're still here. Why are you listening to this voice, huh? Am I background noise? Are you playing NHL 20 right now when you're listening to me? Is this like Inception? Yo. Hi, everybody. But, what was I talking about? Seriously, my brain isn't working. It's currently 2:19 a.m., which means this is the 6th day in a row I have recorded this late. Which isn't the smartest thing because, I post every day. So I'm going to have to export this. Then I'm going to have to edit it. Then I'm going to have to wait for it to export. And then I'm going to have to upload it to YouTube. Which means I'm probably going to be up until 5 o'clock in the morning because the grind never stops. Let's show you the lines. I believe these are the finalized lines for the 2039-2040. Yes! We are three decades? I mean, this will be the third, but we haven't been through... You know what I mean? We're very far into this franchise mode. Speaking of very far, Matthew Savoie, Joshua Waugh, Jeffrey Woodworth are on their last legs. They got the overalls. They have the offensive stats. But they are falling quickly. Matthew Savoie still has that franchise potential. This guy could just keep going. Seriously, this guy's just going to keep going. It really reminds me, he's the counterpart to Shane Wright. He's like the Jack Eichel to the Connor McDavid, even though Matthew Savoie is almost just as good as Shane Wright. He's the best player on that first line right now, overall-wise, so he's going to carry that first line if they start to digress. They still got that +3, which is all I care about. The MVP line will not be broken up until someone retires there. Joshua Waugh, who is down to a bottom 6 potential, he's still got that 90 overall, but if they have a worse season, he will drop like that. And that's just a definite. That's what I've seen in offline franchise modes. That's what I've seen in this franchise mode. If they have a terrible potential and they're older and their overall is higher and their stats are down, they will start to drop off very quickly. So I'm hoping that first line keeps it together and the glue that holds everybody together. Jeffrey freaking Woodworth, the captain, for his, I don't know how many years he's been captain. 90 overall. This is the lowest overall I've seen him in what seems to be a decade, 2 decades, almost something like that. He's been playing for almost 20 years. Yeah, he didn't play, so this is almost 20 years. This is almost his 20th season. This will be his 20th season, actually, because it'll be 2040. No, it won't. No, it'll be his 19th season. This is his 19th season. He's a beauty. I don't know what to say. His potential has dropped. He's a top 9 forward. 90 overall. He's still got those offensive stats. So his goal this season is to hit 2,000 points. And I think he'll do that before the trade deadline. Is that 12 straight 100-point seasons? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think I counted wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. He 12 straight 100-point seasons, and I see him doing it again. He's the best player in the world, baby! And there's no doubt about that. The MVP line, the Hall of Fame line, is the first line. No doubt about that. Second line, Bobby Friesen has gotten the call up, 20 years of age. He's in his third season. Rookie season, sophomore season. Senior season? No. Fresh? No. I don't really know. Bobby Friesen, Mr. Freeze, third overall pick in 2037. He's a beauty. He's been playing since the ripe old age of 18. He's got those offensive stats. He's going to need a new contract, and I'm going to get to that here in a moment because we can offer him a contract, and I'm going to. He's playing next to, or I guess these guys are playing next to Bobby Friesen. MP3, 24 years of age, 87 overall. He dipped off there a bit. I don't know why, because he had a pretty solid season. We just won the Stanley Cup. He's on a fantastic contract for the next 6 years. 2 Stanley Cups to his name, 43 goals last season. I'm hoping for a repeat this year. I think just a pure playmaker and a pure sniper playing next to each other is going to be great. And then you have the defensively reliable Jacques Giroux. I know he's technically a sniper, but his takeaway to giveaway ratio, I'm not going to mess it up this episode, is pretty solid. Usually, he's always really good in that category, which is huge for this team since I feel like we always lack on the forward defensive side. So having him there, I think, evens that line out. Third line, Kilo Fallon, and you might be wondering, why do you have a 93 overall on the third line? And I'm thinking of the future. Bobby Friesen needs to be there on the second line. He is a second line forward. That's what he was going into the playoffs last year. And I think he's going to end up being a better player than Kilo Fallon. He's 20 years of age. He's only, he's 9 overall? No. Try that again, Owen. 4. 7. 7? Yeah, 7 overall difference. But he's 20. He's a pure playmaker. I think he's going to play great there. Kilo Fallon can afford to play on the third line. If we need to move him up, I will do that, but I think Kilo Fallon can take I can take the time away from him. I don't know if he'll produce the same. I don't think he will, which sucks. But we have him on a lot of different lines. We have him on PK. We have him on power play. We have him everywhere. So I'm hoping from a good season from him. We're 2 stacked at the center position. Then we have Colton Dillman. And you might be like, who the hell is Colton Dillman? He is a pure sniper. As you can see, he is a 5-star shooting category. He is a sniper. I'm telling you that is the truth. I really like this kid. I think you play him next to Kilo Fallon, who is a damn good playmaker. I think they could have a pretty good season. And then you have a really defensively sound sniper in Carol Hansel. So we have a lot of snipers on this team. A lot of playmakers. So that top 3, our coach is more inclined to play the top 3 over the bot or the fourth line. So I think that works out for us. There are a few things that I'm kind of iffy about. Fragapane. That fourth line might be a liability, but I think in the long run, we have a really solid forward core. Zach Piton, fourth line center. Jaden Swanson, and then you got the rookie in Spike Fragapane, who needs to prove it right now. He's kind of iffy being there, but I think he needs to get the time in the NHL to prove himself. Fourth line, if Dillman isn't ready, I can move Fragapane there, move Dillman down to the AHL, and see, we got a long season ahead of us, so you never know. Abel Carlos, Mikko Jarvinen make up the top pair there. Of course, like, what else would it be when we moved Mikko Jarvinen away from Stu Cam? It worked out, and why did I press back? Owen, why are you like this? Oh my god. Why you gotta be like this? Why? Schwartz, in his sophomore season, it is a contract season, so he's gonna ask for a bit of money. So that's not good. I believe Farmer and Garnett are both on their last year of their deals, so that'll be interesting. I'm more inclined to bring back Farmer because he's the younger one. We have a lot of really awesome defensemen about to jump up, which is gonna be great. Third pairing, Stu Cam, who we did, there'll be a -3 there. But Stu Cam is a beauty. There is no doubt about that. What if we move him? No. Okay. I'm just trying. I'm trying, okay? God, I gotta try something. Stucam is a beauty. He's 36 years of age, so I think he almost won a Norris last year, right? Playing on the third pairing for the majority of the season. So moving him there isn't gonna hurt us that much. So what if I move Schwartz? Yeah, yeah, that's smarter. That's smarter. I want to give Garnett more time so he won't be too mad at us. I like that. Think on your toes, Owen. I know they lose a +1, but might as well. Yeah. But Stucam is a beauty. Garnett is going to be good there with Farmer, so I'm okay with that. Special teams! What are they looking like this year? Jeffrey Woodworth trying to hit his 13th straight 100-point season. I think that would tie Wayne Gretzky for most consecutive 100-point seasons. Triple digits. 37. It's going to be a hard task to complete, but that first line, plenty of power play time, he should be able to do it. They haven't changed that much. They're a year older, but as you've seen in this franchise mode, age literally doesn't matter. They got it. Don't worry. As you see right there, Matthew Savoie is also playing 2 power play units. So, I mean, maybe he's 35. He's a really good offensive player. I think he should get more time. He needs it. Okay, power play, 4-man, penalty kills looking like that. 3-man. That's as best as I could. That's the best I could get it. It is a -2 though, but his overall should counteract that. Extra lines. What are they looking like? Looking like that. 4-on-4 continued. MP3. Bobby Friesen. They should be a dynamite combo. 3-on-3 is looking like that. Extra attackers looking like Fallon. I'll take Fallon out and then I'll put Jeffrey Woodworth in. Jeffrey Woodworth. That works for me. Goaltending, you got Vyacheslav Kevinov. Who the hell is Kevinov? Jesus. Oh my god, this is what happens when you record at 2 in the morning. Vyacheslav Kevinov, the best goalie in NHL history. 7 Vezinas, 8 William M. Jennings. He is the man. A great statistical season last year. Stanley Cup to the name, 2 straight. He's looking for 3. And the backup, Par Muller, NHL rookie, high starter potential, 23 years of age, 37 wins last year in the AHL with decent numbers. I think he's going to be a good backup. He has the overall rating where they should play Kavanagh less games, which I'm more inclined to do because he has better statistics overall when he doesn't play 70-plus games. Similar to what Mester was, he's about the same overall. So I'm hoping he has a good statistical. Oh my god, I'm stroking out here. Statistical season. Wow, that was hard. Scratch players are looking like Zimmerman, who is no longer a prospect. He looked really damn good when we had him in the AHL there, but he never produced. He never turned into anything, so I thought, why spend any money in free agency to acquire an overall better, because, defensemen ask for so much money. As you see there, his stars, his physical, his defensive category are okay. So if we struggle in the injury department, we have a lot to draw off of. And the scratch forward is Tuomas Kemppainen. 32 years of age. Can't remember where we acquired him. I believe free agency. And he looks to be a good overall player if we need him. Okay, the AHL. What is it looking like this year? Rodriguez, Mironov. I don't think I've edited the AHL lineup. I'll show you it and I'll do it off camera, but I'll show you what it's generally looking like. Mironov is the next centerman to come up into the NHL. Rodriguez is also looking pretty damn good. Ooh, that is going to be a dynamite pairing there. I plan on keeping them together. I mean, Hemingway's not getting any younger. We did sign him in free agency, so it's not that big of a deal. That's a person I could also bring up into the NHL if our bottom guys are struggling. Michael Rodin, who hasn't been a prospect for a long time, isn't growing very much, which sucks, and it's sad to see. Leclerc, nobody. Martinez, who is a prospect, and Peterson, who is also a prospect. I hope to see them a bunch this year. Fourth line, bunch of older guys. Defense, Harrington, Kababulin, Murr, who we signed in free agency. Hamill, who is 23 years of age, 77 overall. He could jump up into the NHL potentially. Bennett, Anderson, and then you got the third overall selection in the 2039 NHL draft. Son of Blake Wheeler. That was a comment from somebody in my comments section. Of course, where else would the comment be from? Twitter? Nobody follows me on Twitter. But if you want to follow me on Twitter, link is in the description below. I tweet a lot. Okay? He is looking dynamite. Obviously, I'm not going to be playing him on the third pairing. I'm going to edit it off camera. Don't worry. He's going to be playing there on the top line. He's going to get so much time. He's going to be so good. He's going to crack the NHL very, very soon, especially with guys like Jarvinen, Stucam getting a bit older, guys like Farmer and Garnett potentially leaving the team. Having this guy in the AHL is just so sweet. Goaltending, what is it looking like this year? You got Bryce Bartsch, 22 years of age. I know you could say, why aren't you playing him in the NHL? But I want to give Muller a chance to prove himself as a quality backup. But Bartsch, I think, is the next guy. But the next guy, Desmond Byers, 19 years of age, 60 overall, high elite potential. He's the franchise. He really reminds me of Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh and him are quite similar. Desmond Byers, you got to be the next one. I'm praying for you, okay? But before we get to the regular season simulation, I want to do a little contract negotiation. I want to get a bit of it out of the way. I don't want it to be a stressful offseason, but as you know, Woodworth, Stucam, Savoie are getting older, and they might retire, which would be a huge blow to this team. But first thing of business, I don't know how you word that. Bobby Friesen needs a contract. Bobby Friesen, I want you on this franchise for the rest of time, and I'm willing to give you an 8-year contract. All my young guys sign 8-year deals, so you better sign an 8-year deal. Nope, I did not do the math right. Apparently, your brain doesn't work at 2 o'clock in the morning. But who's surprised? I'm the stupid one who's recording at 2 o'clock in the morning. Is it 3? It's almost 3. So, he will settle... No, did I not even... I did do that right. 6.4175. I'll go up to an even 6.5 for 8 years. He will be worth it in no time. Farmer, Garnett... I'm more inclined to give Walker Farmer a contract. He's asking for 8 for 5 years. How much could I get him down to? 8.4 times 0.85 equals 7. I'm willing to give him that contract because it's not a hard contract to move. In all seriousness, 7.2 for 5 years, I'll give it to him. Fragapane, Schwartz, they can probably wait on that. And everybody else, I don't want to deal with. Maybe Savoie and Woodworth, I'll extend a contract to, even though they're not definites for the upcoming season. I am ready to go. I'm ready to simulate. I'm not sure if I'll do the entire simulation this episode, because that might be a really long episode, and it's currently 2 o'clock in the morning, as I said multiple times. So half the season, get through a few months if everything is going okay. So you know how much I think voodoo is when you simulate a game during the season. So I will not be simulating this game against Anaheim because I want to start off the season sweet. So let's get through the preseason. I want to make sure Bobby Friesen signs Kababulin. I will not be trading you. Don't worry, bud. Walker Farmer has signed the contract extension. Bobby Friesen has signed the contract. Welcome to Columbus for 8 more years, you beautiful bastard, you. Preseason, let's get it underway. You don't even have to skate. You could just lay there and do nothing just so you don't get hurt, okay? That's all I care about. Now, this is a season that we have to cherish a lot of our guys. Carol Hansel, don't get hurt. We have to be... diligent isn't the right word, but we have to be careful treating this potential last season for Woodworth. Savoie, I don't think is going to go down, but this is a season to remember. This is the last season. There's no way not one of them retires this season. I think Woodworth is done. Oh, you know what? Oh my God, we beat Pittsburgh 10-0 in preseason. There is something that I did not do, and that is the captains and jerseys. Woodworth, obviously the captain. Assistant captain is Stu Cam, who gets the alternate captain, and it was assigned to Matthew Savoie, and I think that makes sense. He deserves it. He has not gotten the respect he's deserved throughout his entire career, so I think, he knows he's a captain on this team, but Savoie deserves the A. And, he might not be here for much longer, so it's good to give it to the guy who definitely deserves it. So, the beginning of the season is upon us. 2040, here we come. Let's simulate the entire month, and I have a feeling we're going to start off a little iffy. I just have a weird feeling. Anaheim, let's start off the season positive. 4-3 OT win, I'll take it. 7-6 wins, letting in a few goals here. But we are 2-0 to start the season. Make it 4 in a row. It's 4 in a row. A lot of goals scored. And a lot of goals against Anaheim again. 7-4 victory. 5-0 to start the season. What is the draft class looking like this year? Are we going to make a swoop? Oh my god. Jakob Bonk. Oh my god. I want him so bad. Jakob Bonk looks to be the projected first overall pick. Timothy Madden. Hanula is a defenseman who looks beautiful. And then you got Matthew Skinner. So the top 5 is looking pretty strong this year. But I'm not worried about that until the off season. We lose our first regulation loss of the season. 9-7 victory over Philly, so a lot of goals scored against. 6-1 victory. Jacques Giroux wants to talk to me. What do you want to talk about? You're not feeling the 14 minutes? Well, you've been playing the same amount of minutes for about a decade now. I'm gonna disagree with you. I don't care. You gotta be a team player. So, I don't care. Chicago, 4-0 shutout. Goalie's coming in clutch there. Is it a good first month? 3-2 shootout win. I'll take it. And to end the month against the Washington Capitals, 4-3 victory. So after 11 games, October is over and done with. We are 10-1-0. Joshua freaking Waugh has 23 points in 11 games. Excuse me, he's dropped 2 overall. He's done. He's totally retiring this season. He's done. There's no way he holds on much longer. There's no way. Let's talk about it. Okay. Joshua Waugh leading this team in points. So underrated. 13 goals in a... Oh my god! 13 goals in 11 games! Oh my... My heart... My heart. Oh my god. I stopped there. I needed to use... Woo, we're good. Oh my god. 13 goals for Savoie as well. They are on... Oh my god. So, top 4 players on this team have almost 2 points a game so far. Excuse me? That is incredible. But the biggest thing on my mind, Jeffrey Woodworth down to an 89 overall. He's not going to last much longer. 20 points in 11 games. That means he is 21 points away from 2,000. Wow. He will hit 1,600 games this season. My God. He is one of, if not the best player in NHL history. I know, Wayne Gretzky. Where are you at, bud? But he's doing this in the modern era. Only 4 goals, which means he's assisted on probably all those goals. It seems like. Oh my God. Kilo Fallon playing on the third line. I was worried about that. But he's playing a lot of special team units. So that's probably keeping him happy, which is good for me. I'm glad he's not at like 10 points, or 10 points would still be awesome, but I'm glad he's not like sitting at 5 points. How many minutes a game is he playing? He's still playing 18 minutes a night. So how upset could you be, right? Bobby Friesen doing exactly what I needed him to do. Down 1 overall. I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. 9 assists, so he is a playmaker and a half. He's going to be the first line center soon, and I'm ready for that. Maxime Prohorkin, so I'm assuming Bobby Friesen has assisted on the majority of MP3's goals, so they're a good tandem, and I'm so excited for the future with these two. It's going to be great. And see, Jacques Giroux is not the best point total person. 7 points in 11 games is on pace for one of his better seasons in a very long time. +6, that's huge. Colton Dillman, the third line right winger. He's a depth forward, but he is a sniper. His shooting stats are fantastic, and whenever you have a player with a great wrist shot accuracy, he's going to score a few goals. 4 goals, 11 games. He's off to a great start. Carol Hansel, 4 points. Not the best, but they're not rolling the third line as much as the second and the first because they're dominating. And, of course, the coach is going to put the better lines on for more time. Jaden Swanson with 4, -7, though, so that fourth line is killing us. Oh, that is, yeah, but we are 10-1. I can't be upset, but that is rough. Fragapane, -11. Yikes. So I will look to that if we start losing some games. We have let in a lot of goals. I'm assuming that the goalies are going to look really bad. Like 890 save percentages, if that. So fourth line is definitely something to keep in mind. Defense, what's it looking like so far? Stu Cam playing on that third pairing. You'd be like, but he won't get as much time. How much time are you playing, Stu Cam? 20 minutes a night. Exactly. He has 7 power play points. Dude is going for a Norris. In what might be his last season, he's down to a top 4D potential, 91 overall, lowest he's been in years. But he's still putting up points. He's still a beast. +4. It's a beauty. Walker Farmer, who we did sign to that contract extension, +4, +8. Sorry, I can't read. I'm sorry. Abel Carlos, 7 points, 7 assists, all assists. Same with Stu Cam. What a beauty. Mikko Jarvinen, 5 points. That's pretty good. Half a point per game is really good. Cole Garnett, who we did sign. Did I call him something else? I want to say I called him something else. Did I a while ago? Whatever. 3 points. We did acquire him from Montreal. I think he's helping out as it is. We're winning a lot of games. So Henry Schwartz, 1 point. So he's taking the direction of Pierre Jakobsen. So a lot of guys in the AHL, I'm expecting them to produce and take his spot. Because, you know, Luke Wheeler, the son of Blake, is coming. Goaltending, I'm scared. You know what? Parmuller is awful, which sucks, but Vyacheslav Kavanov is winning games. The only game we've lost is because of Parmuller. He's played 8 games. He's 8-0-0 with good for a .902 and a .250 goals against, which is big. That is a huge force. That's the reason we're winning a lot of games. We're scoring a lot of goals. We'd be doing a lot worse if we weren't scoring as many goals. Of course, Owen, you got to score goals to win games. Brain! I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everybody. 8-0-0. Can't get much better than that. You have to be good to do that, right? So I'm not going to check the entire league stats until about 2 months in. Makes sense, just to see how the league fleshes out. Because, you know, the first month is never a judge, or you should never judge a season by the first month. So let's get to about American Thanksgiving. November or Canadian Thanksgiving. I don't know. I don't know when Thanksgiving is. I feel like Thanksgiving changes every year. That's just my one conspiracy theory. So let's sim up to December 1st, my birthday actually, and finish out this month. Let's see. Let's start it off well. 4-2 victory. That's a big W. Wow, I can't speak. No, I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. I don't need you. 11-1-1, Arizona. Spike Fragapane has been injured, back spasms. I'll go with our scratch player in, he has a long name, I'm not even going to say it, 7-4 victory over the Arizona Coyotes. 5-1 win over Calgary LA Kings. Come on. 5-3 loss. That's our second regulation loss of the season. Let's get some revenge. 2-1 victory. That's what I'm talking about, revenge. Spike Fragapane is back. That's good to see, but he's kind of been awful. So, like, why would I put him back there? I mean, like, Kempanainen wasn't even that bad. No points, though. But did Spike get any better? No. He didn't. But let's put him back in there, I guess, for this moment. I will look to improve that if they continue to just crap the bed. I will definitely look to improve that in the future. But we're winning games. We lost one in regulation there. Pick up a shutout, so that's 2 in a row. 15-2-0. Toronto Maple Leafs, let's get it done. 7-2 victory, scoring goals like it's waking up in the morning. It's that easy. 2-1 shootout loss, but we pick up an important point over Pittsburgh. Detroit, the dumpster fire. 3-1 victory. Are you not entertained? Spurs, we don't need you. I'm sorry. I should have looked at that, though. Nah, Matthew Savoie was hurt, but he's good to go. You better not get hurt, bud. You're very important to this team. Ottawa Senators, 3-1 victory. Jacques Giroux wants to talk. You're fine. Don't worry. You're helping out this team. You're good. See, you're happy about that. You should be, because you're a decent player. I know you're supposed to be a sniper, but you're good in my books. You've helped us win a few Stanley Cups, and I can't be too upset. Bobby Friesen, you've been great. Shut your butt right now. You hear me? You're mad about that. Maybe I'm right. I'm always right. 6 Stanley Cups? Of course I'm right. I know what I'm doing, Bobby. Don't go down that path. It'll lead you to the darkness. 3-2 regulation loss, but we pick up a shootout win over Florida. Buffalo, do we end off the month well? And a 4-3 victory. I will take it. And you might be annoyed by me going through all the point totals every month. But you know what I say about that? Jeffrey Woodworth is retiring soon, so you shut your goddamn mouths. We are first in the NHL. 41 points. That's good for easily for first. So 6 points back the Sharks are and the Oilers. So the West is doing what they need to do. Shane Wright is carrying the Edmonton Oilers. But we are good for first. Matthew Savoie is an absolute national treasure, even though he's Canadian. But I digress. 19 goals in 24 games. This guy is lighting the lamp like it's his job. Oh, wait, it is. That was stupid. I'm sorry. 19 goals, 19 assists. He is an all-around Hall of Famer. He's a beauty, and there's no doubt about that. Just turned 35. Time passes by quick, doesn't it? Khalil Fallon, playing on that third line. I see no sign of being... there was a morale decrease there because of ice time, but ever since, he's been pretty decent. That was a long time ago, so he's fine. So he's helping out that third line. He's helping out in general. So I think that's the reason we're doing so well. It's very balanced scoring through the top 3 lines. Joshua Waugh, beautiful bastard him. 36 years of age, 34 points. So he's underrated. Jeffrey freaking Woodworth. I don't know if he's on pace for 100 points, but you know how he picks it up later in the season. 130 points. He's going for his 13th straight 100-point season. It's not looking like he's going to hit the goal totals this year, guys. He's going to have to really amp it up. I know the other guys are scoring lots of goals, but he has not scored less than 30 goals in a season ever. So I'm hoping he hits 30. I'm sure he'll hit around 30 or above. 40 is not out of the question yet, but he's 32 points in 24 games. You can't be upset with that, right? He is currently, 9 points away from 2,000. So I want to keep an eye on that, because he's going to hit that soon. He'll be only the 3rd player ever. I think somebody else hit 2,000 points when they retired. So you got Wayne Gretzky, Jaromir Jagr, who isn't technically retired, or in this franchise mode he was, but you know what I mean. I think Matthews did it, maybe Pettersson, I can't really recall, but Woodworth is one of the greatest of all time, and there's no question about that. I don't care what you say. He rivals Wayne Gretzky because he's playing in the modern era. MP3, 14 goals, one of the best on this team, playing with, Friesen, 14 points, that's not bad. Definitely on pace for one of his better point seasons, so he's got good offensive stats. I just want him to just pop off one of these seasons. Obviously, when Savoie dips off and just retires, he's going to be the guy, and he's going to lead this team. He'll get plenty more ice time, but he's getting a lot as it is. 17 minutes, he should be putting up better points, but I'm not upset. We're winning plenty of games. Dillman obviously doing pretty good for a rookie season, 22 years of age, 9 goals. Beauty! What a beauty. We signed him in free agency. Played in Cleveland for 2 years, 28, 40, 47, 30 goal campaign. He's on pace for about that, which is good for us. Carol Hansel, 13 points plus 7, so he's a positive there on the third line. Jacques Giroux, not the best. So that might be something to look at, but he's helping out defensively on that second line. Jaden Swanson, 7 minus 5, though. Piton minus 6, and Fragapane is a minus 10. So that is something we will look at going into the future if we need to make a trade or if we need to send him back down because he's just not working. Playmakers rarely ever work on the fourth line, so I will look to change that up, but we are winning games, so I'm not going to change it around until that changes. Well, I shouldn't use that. I shouldn't use changes more than once in a sentence, but defense, how's it looking? Stu freaking Cam, 21 assists, doesn't feel like scoring the goal, because scoring goals. Oh my god. It's 3 o'clock, everybody. High five. I'm still recording, but nobody can hear me because everybody's asleep right now, and I'm whispering throughout this entire episode. Do you like ASMR? I'm sorry. Stu Cam, beauty, Hall of Famer, easy. Easy money. Abel Carlos, 18 points. Not a Norris season, but he might catch up to Stu Cam here, maybe trying to go back-to-back for that Norris. Walker Farmer, having a great season. Mikko Jarvinen, 9 points, plus 20s, always the best plus-minus on this team. Cole Garnett, 8 points. Schwartz, 1 point. So exactly what Pierre Jakobsen did. Great overall, great age, great potential, giving him plenty of time to work out in previous years. He's just not working. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a player type. I don't know what it is. I don't know. He just hasn't worked out. Goaltending, has it gotten better? Has it gotten worse? It has gotten better. 2 regulation losses, though. 1 OT loss. 2 shutouts, though. 14 wins in 17 games is a pretty good ratio. Muller. It's not a U, so it is Muller. 6-1-0. Have we had a Muller before on this team? I want to say we have. But I want to say I'm really stupid and remembering something else. I'm going to go with that. 916, he's got to be at the top of the NHL right now. He's an absolute beauty. But I want to see the entire NHL. Who is leading the way so far? I'm honestly not sure who it's going to be. It is currently Davis Donald of the Dallas Stars, 93 overall. Second overall pick of the Winnipeg Jets. When did he come over to Dallas? I can't recall seeing that ever happen. It's been a few years. Okay, he's been pretty good with Dallas. We have fought him in the finals before. Matthew Savoie is second. He's coming for an R. Ross in potentially his last season, which I don't think it will be, but I've seen players retire about that age before. Fallon, beautiful. Harold is doing good for Calgary. Beniers for Chicago. Wah, beautiful. Who is leading in goals? I think it's Johnny Bertuzzi. So the Dallas Stars are absolutely dynamite. First overall pick 7 years ago. He's a power forward, but he is scoring goals like nobody's business. 22 goals in 24 games. He is, yep, that is the answer. Shane Wright obviously is just gorgeous. How many points does this guy have? 1,874. He could probably hit 2,000 before the end of his career too. In a few less games than Jeffrey Woodworth, potentially. He does not miss a game ever. There's 1 year where he missed 5 games, but after that, Jesus, he's so good. Oh my God. Most assists, what's it looking like so far? 34 for Donald, who's surprised there. Where did Lafreniere end up? At Tampa Bay. Cool. Yeah, that's awesome. Tampa Bay, I don't like Tampa Bay. We've had our problems with Tampa Bay in the past. Tom Mancari looks to be the best defenseman so far. He has the best plus-minus. He has the most points. It's looking like him so far, but I think Stu Cam will make a case down the stretch. Now, goaltending. That is the question. So, Culp is tied for the most wins. He's played 3 more games than Kavanaugh, but Kavanaugh has the goals against in his favor and the save percentage. Greatest goaltender of all time. And there's no question about that. 14 wins. He's at 552. He'll hit 600 next year if we're good, obviously. So, man, there's not much more to say about that. He's an absolute machine. Rookie skaters? What's it looking like right now? So, Aisha Schultz, the first overall pick last draft, looking pretty good for Vegas. But you see Dillman right there, plus 10. Is this a diamond in the rough? Diamond in the rough, did I even say that right? Plenty of ice time, but 9 goals, 5 assists, good for 14 points. He's kind of looking like the best rookie so far. 2 less games, he's basically at what Aisha Schultz is. We got a contender there in Dillman, who we picked out of free agency for free, because it's free agency. See what I did there? But this episode's been a bit longer. I think we're going to split this season up into 2 episodes just for my sake, because it's currently 3 o'clock in the morning. And I have to edit this video, export it, put it up. But it's been a damn good season so far, 23-1. I'm looking for another Presidents. I'm looking for a damn good season from everybody else. I'm looking for another Stanley Cup back to back to back. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed this one, please leave a like, leave a comment, share with people who you think may enjoy this sort of thing. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.